That's right. That's right. That's right. I gotta take him off the here. There's only one, and that's me. You understand?
Just like we come through, better have your fucking third album.
Bad enough, nigga. I don't want nobody sound like nobody from my clan, man. Keep it real, get your own shit, man, and be original.
You can't imitate me on this fucking tape. You ain't ringing the bell. I'm ready when you are.
Man.
Hey, whenever y'all ready, man, we kick it off.
Yeah. Mark, you a big Bears fan, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was a fun game yesterday because it's been bad. Not bad meaning good, like bad meaning.
right. Is Pace gone? You think Pace is gone?
Man, that's a good question, dude, because other than that year they had a couple of years ago, what has he really done since he's been here? And he's messed up draft picks, and you can name on, one hand, good draft picks like Eddie Jackson and such, but for the most part, man, he's the Mitch Trubisky thing is going to bite him in the ass when it comes down to it, and that's going to be his, that's how you measure what he's done. I mean, you traded up to get a quarterback that most of the league didn't see as the best guy to be picked, and it's been proven, right? Since
I'm not mad at them trading. Everybody traded up, right? The Chiefs and what you call it, right? The Texans.
Did
right?
the Chiefs trade up? I don't remember. I know.
I don't think. I know the Bears did. Yeah.
I know the Bears. I mean, but I'm saying if everybody traded up, according to the scouting reports, the Bears weren't the only team that was saying Mr. Trubisky was the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's why they traded up.
In retrospect, you know what I'm saying?
Agreed, but there was when you had Mahomes and you had Watson, they were more accomplished. Mm-hmm. Like they, you know what I'm saying? Trubisky only started 10 games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He only did 1 year of starting, so like he didn't have.
Who
he was
North
in
Carolina?
ACC.
Who do they play? Who they got? Georgia Tech. Are they still in
Duke?
ACC?
Yeah, Duke, Georgia Tech. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Notre Dame went there this year. I don't know if they was there when he was there when he was playing. I'm not sure. Notre Dame, they're kind of independent, so I don't think so. But Boston College. I mean, it's not a real good. It's okay conference. It's not better than the SEC or the Big Ten or the Big 12.
Okay.
So like it's okay. But Watson, he had went to the title game twice.
Right.
And Mahomes put up, arcade numbers, so like Trubisky was kind of like it was a reach, like, look what I found and I'm going to make y'all look stupid. And instead he got egg on his face. So,
yeah.
Hey, with that,
and they traded against who to get that pick? I mean, they went up one to get the guy they wanted in the first place. I mean,
exactly.
I don't even understand that,
Exactly.
I mean,
he's going to be there probably no matter what. But regardless whether they traded up or not, the dude just hasn't been the quarterback we thought he was going to be. So what do they do now? Do they bring him back? Do they go with Foles next year, man? It's just amazing, dude. Go back to Junkyard Dog days. I mean, the Bears haven't done jack shit since the 80s. If you really think about it.
What is it with the quarterback position with the Bears?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's unreal.
He just organization, and they can't get the most important position on the field correct. They can't get it right.
Dude,
it's pathetic,
you've seen Jimmy Clausen, you've seen Henry Horrible Burris.
Who was the lefty?
Well, Canada though, he's shit, right?
Who? Huh?
Henry Burris isn't in Canada. Isn't he like the main dude up there?
Is he?
Come on, Mark. He was trash. He was trash.
No, he was garbage here.
Who was the lefty? Who was the lefty, dog?
Cade McNown.
Cade McNown.
Fucking Cade McNown.
You had Cordell / Stewart. You had Kyle Orton.
He was past his prime, right? Cordell Stewart's past his prime. Yeah.
The Bears. Go ahead, my fault, dog.
Who was the dude we had from Ohio State? He was Craig Krenzel. You had Craig Krenzel.
Oh shit!
Man, this is just like the worst. And these guys started games.
Yeah,
starters, right?
They're not starters.
Like,
look, I swear to God, I thought Peter Tom Willis was the coldest fucking quarterback.
Stop it!
I thought he was. That's how bad. No. That's how bad the quarterbacks before him were. Like I thought this dude was unreal.
Well.
I thought. I mean, he had a tight spiral on the deep ball, which that was unreal to me at that age and at that time. I'm like, yo, this guy's unbelievable.
Are you talking about on Tecmo Bowl, or are you talking about?
Is that right?
I'm talking real life. I mean, I'm just saying it's a discredit.
I got you, man.
They're definitely in a pickle, for lack of a better word, because Trubisky, you can't franchise tag him, and they didn't pick up his option next year. So
right.
And you don't want to franchise tag him and pay him what? It's probably gonna be $30 million, $28 million, something like that.
Has to be top 3, right?
Yeah, and it's no way I'm paying Trubisky top 3 money to stay 1 year. What I do think the Bears should do, I'm not a GM, I'm just a couch fan. They should look at Dak Prescott. They should look at Dak.
How they gonna get him?
Depending on what the Cowboys, it depends on what the Cowboys do, if they want to franchise him or not. But you could try. Like, I mean, you can't you can't have both of them. Next year, you're not going to have Foles or Trubisky. It's either one or the other.
Nah.
When Jerry Jones is treating him, he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
You can't keep Foles and Trubisky next year. So more than likely, Foles will be here, and that's gonna be bad.
Yeah. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they need to fix that offensive line too, man. That's
that too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all bad Foles because he can't move. So as soon as he gets the ball, defensive linemen are all up in his ass. And at least the Trubisky can move around a bit, but still, what to do with pace, I don't know. I think he hasn't done anything to make you think he should come back. But
what's sad is that you're wasting the defense best years. Like, it's a waste. Like, you're totally. I mean, I know everyone said it. Like, this is a championship caliber defense, and we all agree it is. You're totally wasting Khalil Mack, who you traded to get, which is, by the way, Josh Jacobs, who's also a very good running back. But you're wasting that defense on inept offense. So
that's true.
It's bad times for the Bears fans, man. It's bad times for the organization, period. It's definitely in turmoil.
Hey, Mark, who's your favorite running back, Bears running back?
Oh man, I mean, it's definitely Peyton. That's when I first started watching the Bears, but I definitely remember those Neil Anderson years.
Come on, man. Show some love to Neil, man. Come on.
Neil's definitely in the conversation, man. Matt Forte would have to be in there, too.
Who?
What's that?
Who do say who?
Matt Forte would have to be in that.
Yeah, Matt Forte was
dope. Not Curtis Enos, but...
I remember him.
He's terrible.
Hey. Buddy from Colorado, he has a couple good years.
Rashawn Salami.
Rashawn Salami, yeah. Rashawn Salami.
Rashawn Salami.
He had that fumbling problem, right? He was always fumbling the ball.
Hold the ball.
Yeah. But he had a nice year or two. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Do you remember, me and Joe was just talking about this yesterday. Do you remember Alonzo Spellman going crazy in the hospital? Yeah, like me and Joe.
There was something where he was inside his house. He had a gun or something, and Singletary had to come by and talk him out like the negotiator or some shit. I
thought it was Dicker.
No, I think it was Singletary because I don't think Dicker's got that kind of smoothness. I think not Singletary.
Dicker's what made him crazy, right?
Yeah, probably.
He went kind of nuts, right? I mean, I don't want to say nuts.
Yeah.
But he was in the hospital. He was with no robe on or something.
This was just random.
No robe on.
Yo, the news everywhere. They cut to it. It was a big deal.
Yeah. Just one day he just went crazy.
I mean, he was a troubled athlete anyway. You know, said some things to the press. You know what I'm saying? Because what pick was he? He was top 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Spellman?
He was a
hot
cut too, man. I mean, he looked like he should get like 20 sacks every year, but he couldn't put it together.
Chisel.
Yeah.
Didn't you go crazy on an airplane too, or am I thinking of a different, maybe like more than one time? I don't think it was just one time with him. I think he did something on a plane. I don't know if he had a robe on backwards, like something. I don't know what that one either. His robe don't fit. I got 6 sacks.
Damn.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever happened to that dude, man? You should look him up. Where's Alonzo Spellman? Anybody knows?
Last time I saw him, he had this like crazy beard. Like he grew this wild beard.
Yeah.
Like, said, let me do the proper introductions, man. Yo,
dope.
As usual, welcome to Sports Life and Hip Hop. As usual, you got the usual crew. You got my man Zeke. You got the one and only Ricky Swing. And I'm Channel 7. And obviously, 30 minutes in, I'm sure you can see we got a special guest. We got the former producer and former host of the Score at the Score 670 and current host of one of the dopest podcasts I've seen or listened to, Infinite Banter. Mark Jolliffe,
man.
Did I say that right? Mark Jolliffe?
Jolliffe. They're close enough, man.
Jolliffe?
Yeah.
Mark Jolliffe, a.k.a. DJ Soundwave. Hey!
Thank you guys. Big up, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate
thanks for
you guys
coming through,
come
man.
on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, it's an honor.
I'm always bugging people to come on my thing. So for someone to actually want me to, I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, someone to talk to me. That never happens. I didn't have to prepare anything. I didn't write anything down.
That's the best way.
Turned on the phone.
Ron uninterrupted. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Hey, real quick. Alonzo Spellman. Yeah, he
You found him. He's behind you. No robot.
Man, dude, he was bipolar disorder, and he had suicide. He
makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah, he was going through it, man. So like, I ain't, no funds, no jokes, no nothing.
Yeah. Best wishes to Alonzo Spellman. Yeah. Break down the timeline. All right, you I know you host Infinite Banter. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Because but I want to start with, 670 to Score and your time there.
Oh man, yeah, I was there a long time, man.
So you produced and you used to host. You said you used to host on the weekend.
Nah, not really. Just production stuff mostly.
Strictly production.
Like, doing shows and producing shows and cutting up audio and hey, the little one came out. Hey, Melody. What's up, Melody? Hi.
Hey, Melody.
The beauty of life.
He didn't fall asleep, apparently.
Nah, it's no problem, man. Trust me, we all in the same boat.
Yeah. He's gonna be 18 months actually tomorrow. So.
Oh wow.
I can't believe. First of all, I couldn't even I don't do the radio job anymore, but there's no way I could do it currently because I wouldn't have the time to be going down there. And then with COVID, I take a Blue Line train. And Channel 70 sent that video today, and it gave me like flashbacks of being on the Blue Line.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Taking that downtown, and I don't want to get hit with a hammer. Didn't some dude get smashed with a hammer on the Blue Line like last week or something? So
I heard about that.
Something crazy.
Something every day on the Blue Line.
Yeah, Blue Line was, it's like that was like one of the reasons why I quit the radio business because I couldn't do the public transportation thing anymore.
Oh wow,
dangerous, man. Because I used to work like till midnight on weekends.
Oh yeah.
Hey Rick, hey, you work with the Grobber?
You work with Grobber?
I used to work with him on Sunday nights. Like he'd come on at like 11, so I'd be there till midnight. So
all hell the Grobber.
Hey, you work with the Grobber.
All hell the Grobber, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that dude is funny as heck, man. He's wild. Yeah. That's a wild dude.
Hey,
man.
What he saying? The horse that rode in on you.
Yeah, the people that be on his show too. They're weird like him, but
all walks of life. Yeah, like that. Those
come
are
out
late
at night on that.
Yeah.
What made you get into the broadcast business? Like, was it something?
I went to Columbia College, and like ever since I was a kid, I used to listen to WNUR, so I always wanted to do something in radio. I wanted to, since I couldn't rhyme, and since I didn't have any athletic ability, so the only thing you could do is be on the other side of which is on the mic, or production or something. So yeah, you know, in high school, worked a little bit on the radio station there, Maine South. Shout out to them.
Okay.
And then went to Columbia College. But I grew up in Rogers Park, so like there was no real outlet for that there. But yeah, when I went to Columbia College, it's all about radio there, and that's where I met DJ Real One. Shout out to him. Back in like '99, I think I met him. So,
nice. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, CRX. You know, we hosted a show for a year, and I did a sports talk underground there for a couple of years. So yeah, you know, just something to do. And then, you know, when I quit the radio job, I was like, I could do this at home. You know, I could talk about anything, talk about wrestling, Star Wars, hip hop, you know, and I do it on my own in the house here, which is, you know, more fun. No money in it, but you know, you guys know that. So
yeah.
Maybe you guys are getting paid. I see the shirts, you know, so maybe you are getting paid. I don't know.
Dude, that's wallpaper, dude. That's not real, man.
Don't tell them the secret, man.
All right, I will edit that.
Never let them know, man.
But that's dope. You say WNUR. I can never get the tune in on that. Like every once in a while on Sunday night, I could get the hip hop. I could get the hip hop show in. I'm like, yo, it blew my mind. It's like, yo, cursing on the radio. Like that was a big deal. WNUR.
And I was listening like in '86. So it was like the all rap party.
Oh, shit.
I used to on Friday night.
Oh wow.
The DJ. I don't know that whatever happened to that guy. I used to love that dude. And they'd play like, you know, Rakim, Fat Boys, Houdini, whatever, and I would just stay up till like 1 a.m, which like when you're like 8, 9, 10 years old, you know how that goes. That's like the greatest.
I used to listen to WNUR. You remember WHBK?
Of course, yeah.
Chill,
right.
All those guys,
Wait. Why do you know the letters? I just know AM wasn't the 1000 or what was the one was all? It was no commercials and it was cursing. It was 1000.
Oh, not 950.
AM?
It was 950. It was not. I think it was the AM.
There was an AM one?
AM. Yeah.
WNUR?
Yeah. See, I don't know.
I think he's talking about 950.
Okay, 950.
It was 950. Yeah, I don't. You know the letters, like you. I didn't remember the letters. I just remember how to dial it.
Only from hearing the DJ shout it out. JP Chill, they used to always say when you are, or they call out the radio letters. You know what I'm saying?
You used to always have your tape like right here, like, oh yeah, that's my J.
Oh, you hear some shit you never heard, like, oh shit, you be searching for a tape.
Yeah.
Get some of the stuff in the top, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But usually after midnight, they'll play songs of cursing because it's called Safe Harbor. So from 12 to 6, when kids are not supposed to be listening, you can play, you know, NWA or something like on WNUR. Nobody would trip on it because it's allowed. FCC won't come down on you.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can't play it like 10 o'clock, you know, in the morning or anything when supposedly the kids are listening. But yeah, that's 950 AM. That's another one. I used to love that station, man.
Yeah.
Pink House was on there, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, Pink House. Yeah.
He left WKKC.
Dude,
right. He left WKKC.
This dude know all the letters.
Right. He was at that was at Kennedy King.
He was 11 knowing all the letters, man. I just knew how to get to the station.
Because the DJs used to call him out. Pink House was WKKC. JP Chill was HBK, and I forgot to do
Disco Dave. I know. Oh, my bad.
Wait, look.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Disco Dave was GCI, or he was like nine. Yeah, he was like GCI late on Saturday nights.
Yeah, it was him and Ramonski Love. And, Frankie J from
Now I've heard of some of these guys. Before I never heard none of these cats. Ramonski Love, that's my era.
You never heard of Disco Dave? You never heard
of the crew.
No, never.
Oh, you know it? Yeah.
Right? All right. So what year are we in now? You said 86. You were at WNUR.
Listening to it, and I used to tape like in the storage facility down here, man. From that era.
So you actually had to deal with like reel to reel and tape and all that. When did you go to WNUR? When did you go to radio?
No. I used to listen to it. I never actually went there. That's Northwestern. I couldn't afford to go to that. Columbia College, we had reel to reels there. We were learning production and stuff. But towards my last years there, we were doing like mini disc. That was like the new thing in like 2003. Everything's on mini disc now, and That was like the new era. We even had carts that looked like 8 tracks back then too.
Right.
That you play music on.
That.
But reel to reel. That's like a way back. I don't think I just did that for like a production class. We never really, as far as I know, they didn't have that at the radio station at Columbia. But NUR, I just listened to. That was just like inspiration to like want to do broadcasting. That's all.
Okay.
But, yeah, they used to kill it, man, back in the day.
So your first gig was 670 out of college.
Yeah, I was an intern there when I graduated from Columbia.
That's dope.
And then they kept me around and let me work some holidays, which at first is kind of cool, but after a while, I was like, damn, man, they called me every holiday. I'm in here. It's like,
hey, Rick,
all
man,
right,
you get how dope this is, man. This is like our dream, dog. I used to listen to the fucking score, like you know what I'm saying? I'm talking like 11, 12, just like I used to like make imaginary shows to myself, like in my room, like on the real. I watch the Bulls and go upstairs and like do the commentary on it, like do a report. And shit. It was great. It was great. My mom would bust it like, who are you talking to? Like that was my shit though. Like
that's dope, yo. That's dope.
On the real. So all right. So who'd you produce for?
Man, everybody.
You gotta have
when
some
I first
stories.
started, oh man. Well, when I was an intern, that dude Murph was there.
Nah,
you remember that guy?
Murph.
That guy was the worst, man. He
Nobody
was probably
liked
the biggest.
Him. Yeah, he was.
There's a reason for that.
He seemed like a jerk.
Yeah, he's a terrible guy. He can call me Helper.
He called you the help? What'd you say?
The Helper.
The helper. Wow. Yeah, because
he didn't learn my name. He's like,
hey, Helper.
Hey.
Hey.
Helper. Like, man, I wake up at 4 a.m, and this is the best you guys. You can't even learn my name. You call me Helper. I had to be there at 4 a.m. to do internship stuff. So, yeah, nothing nice to say about that clown.
I know Terry hated him. Like he
He
used to always say he came in with his buttless chaps or something. What the fuck? What is that? Did he actually come in with buttless chaps? Like
that's what I heard, man. I heard something crazy like that. He was wearing some sort of like leather something. Skeptical leather gear.
He said skeptical.
Suspect.
Yeah, man. I produced for a lot of people. I'm trying to think and go off the top of my head. Lawrence Holmes, I did a lot of stuff with him, and David Schuster. That was a dude I always worked with.
What about Dan Giggets and about?
He was gone, I think, by the time I started interning there. He might have been at the tail end of it. Man, I'm drawing a blank. I mean, the last show I worked a lot when I was there was Julie and Maggie.
Oh yeah.
That was like the last. They were on
that was
Saturday
a week.
night.
That was a. I'm sorry, Mark. That was a Saturday show.
Yeah, they were on from like. It was always different times. Sometimes it'd be like 6 to 9 or something like
they were
that.
they were off brand. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. You know, they're not there anymore. But yeah, David Schuster, sort of worked with a lot. He was a funny dude. I used to like working with him. He's a big basketball guy, so he definitely knows his Bulls. I think just about anybody that's there that ever works, I probably had some interaction with.
Matt, what about Matt Abatacola?
Oh, that's my dude. Oh yeah. When I was an intern, I worked for him and Lawrence. They were producers on Murph's show, so I was their intern. I was the helper. So yeah, Matt is my guy. Shout out to Matt Abatacola.
Yeah, Matt. I like Matt Abatacola. He was dope, man.
Funny story about Abatacola. Funny story about Abatacola. Like where we all work. You know what I'm saying? It's off limits. We don't talk about the job. But so I fucked something up at work, and I go about a month without work. You know, I get a call, come in, they want to talk to you. And the guy I've never seen this guy. He says his name is, I forgot his first name, but I remember his last name, Abatacola. I say, hey, you're not related to the scores of Abatacola. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We talk, we chop it up. The union guy's with me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting bored. He's looking at his clock. We're talking straight sports for a good 15 to 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So needless to say, I got my job back. But it's my pointless Matt Abatacola story. A brother of Matt Abatacola. But
man, yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, he had a lot of weekend shows back when I first started. So I always had fun working with him. Him and Lawrence had a show for a while, like back in like the late 2000s. So guys like him and Jason Goff, I used to like working for those dudes when they had weekend shows. That's usually when I was there, was on weekends.
Okay, so you were in Rogers Park. That's pretty close to Evanston. Any familiarity with Goff, Jason Goff?
I mean, not before working at the radio job, but I know that he knows that area, right? And yeah, I grew up around I moved a lot, but like Toohey and Ridge is kind of like my area, like that spot around there. Went to Armstrong. Shout out to Armstrong people out there if there's any for grade school. But yeah, Rogers Park, man, that's where it's at. I haven't been down there in a minute. I don't know how it's looking these days. So if it's looking like Zombieville or not, but go back down there.
Northside used to be the shit, man. Like I used to go up there to get the Army. What was that? The Army surplus over there on Belmont. Get all my fatigues, man. That was
Army surplus, yeah.
So fucking hard to get fucking. It was on Belmont under the train tracks. You know what I'm talking about? It was so hard to get fatigues. You know what I'm saying? And camouflage.
That's the real fatigues, not the stuff you buy now, like cold.
That shit was bulletproof.
Everybody had a grenade in the pants. You didn't even know about it. Like, oh shit.
Hot as hell in the summer. So when did you leave the school? When did you leave?
August 2018. You know, basically it was just time to go. After you're there for so long and you don't really move up, you know, it was just time to move on. And next thing I know, I got a kid. You know, things just changed like almost overnight. It felt like so. You know, been good, man. It's I miss it, but I don't miss the grind of getting down there, going on the train, and having. So
it's time to move on from the score. Was that your training plus your internship at the score plus your actual work at the score? Was that a direct correlation into your Infinite Banter, into your podcast?
Oh, almost indefinitely, yeah, for sure. Because I feel like everything I learned there, I'm able to apply it to the podcast. So like as far as editing and using, I use Cool Edit. I don't know what you guys use to do your show here, but as far as like the audio and stuff, putting in production and just getting like the idea of how to craft something.
Gotcha.
Came from all those years and like producing, and it helps with booking guests because I used to have to book guests. I'd have to like find like 3 sports writers on the day of a show, and I got good at that. So now I'm just applying those same traits, I guess you could say, to what I'm doing now. And yeah, I mean, Channel 7, you came on, that was awesome having you on there. Of course, that was an easy booking. I didn't have to, I didn't have to bug you too much. That was
you didn't have to talk to my people.
Right. I had to go through like 7 people. Usually it's like 12. Yeah, people to get through. But yeah, you're right, man. All that training in college, all that stuff. Just being a dork who like follows all this stuff. It just in my brain. Just want to talk about it. So yeah.
No, your sound, the sound on your show is unreal.
Man, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. I've been working hard at it. It'll be like 2 years this February. So. My first thing was when I first started doing it, I was just talking about like The Walking Dead and stuff. And I'm like, I can't talk to myself forever. This is boring. So, I just started reaching out, and Real One was one of my first guests I had on there. And yeah. And then, man, I had like Cool Kim and Cool Rock Ski and started like bugging people. I love Instagram, man. Shout out to Instagram because you can bother people on there, man.
IG shit. You DM, you could get in touch with fucking Leon.
Right.
I'm about to say Leon Cope. I see
I know some people like to DM other things, but no porn star DMs, just straight bothering them.
All right, hey, shout out to OnlyFans, but what'd you call it? So
What?
We're gonna get that actually segues into something else, but I want to get back to what Rick was talking about. Go ahead, Rick. What you pose? I just wanted to break down that timeline. So you started off with the score, which I think is dope as hell.
Yeah, that was like 2003.
Kicked off your own podcast, Infinite Banter.
Yeah.
On all platforms, by the way. I listen on Spotify. You catch me on iTunes and
yeah, all the ones.
I'm gonna come back to that because I definitely want to touch on your podcast. I think that's so dope. But you're a sports guy. First of all, born and raised. Chicago, you're a Chicago guy, born and raised.
Yeah, born here.
Didn't I tell you, Rick?
I was here, like I said, till like the high school era, and then I moved out to Park Ridge. So
I said this is a Chicago guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
You know, I don't live there right
Real
now.
no ketchup on your dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that.
Hey,
What is
I
this?
do put ketchup. I do put ketchup on my hot dog. So
Oh
wow.
Okay.
come at me.
Oh.
Come at me. Debate.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm not a real Chicago person. Yeah.
Sound like some Wrigley
Fucking
shit.
hot dog. This ain't steak. I mean, I don't understand that, man. Hot
Nah,
dog. Shit. I never got that.
Cubs or Sox, Mark? So, you know.
Oh, it's not even a question, man. I'm a Cubs fan my whole life, man. Yeah, I know.
Hey, so Joe's a Sox fan. I'm a New York Mets fan.
He's a Mets. He's a Mets guy.
This
I
guy.
hate the Mets too, man.
Yeah.
And Kevin McReynolds always whooping on the Cubs, man. I used to hate that team.
Kevin, Mike Piazza, man.
Kevin McReynolds.
Who's your top 5 favorite? Let me ask you this.
Oh,
let me. Serious question. Do you want Sammy Sosa back?
Hell yeah.
Will he come back? Will he get his number retired? You guys ever retired?
I think it's BS how they're doing him because they collected all that money when he was, you know, how many of those, I mean, we could do this all day. There's so many guys that cheated, right? And obviously a lot of them got caught. Some of them didn't. Sammy's one of those that technically we don't know what he did or didn't.
Right. We don't know.
We all saw it.
Right.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there, man. So this dude came in and said hello to the panel, right? So, and then they asked him questions, and he goes,
I don't
"No habla inglés."
Mark, is he in your top 5? Top 5 clubs.
It's impossible to not. Yeah. You know what, man? I mean, if we're going by strictly numbers, he's number 1, right? But
run him down.
Is it more my favorite, or is it more like
your favorite? It doesn't matter numbers.
Yeah, your favorite.
No, your favorite.
You know what? Fuck it, man. I have a Sosa jersey in the closet. I haven't worn it in like 15 years. I'll put him in there. You can be in there.
Okay.
Yeah, because
no order.
All those years he was hitting those home runs. Why would you watch that team? He was the only reason to watch it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, man, they should retire his number, bring him back, let him throw out a first pitch or something. You know, I don't know what's going on with his skin, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I definitely respect his family. I don't know that Ricky Ricardo haircut he's got going on. I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's cultural, in Cuba, like the whole light skin, dark skin thing.
Yeah.
That's really something that's
crazy.
That's a whole different topic, man. But
so keep going. You got Sammy. You got 4. Who fills out the top 5?
Okay, I mean you got to put Sandberg in there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put Dawson in there. As far I'm going by people that I watch play. I'm not one of these
No. It's
your
top 5.
I'm not talking about Ernie Banks. Yeah.
Your top 5. Your top 5.
Yeah, I put Dawson, Sandberg. Man, then you got to put a couple guys that are playing now. I mean, how could you not put either Baez or Rizzo, one of them two?
Mark Grace doesn't get in there?
Nah, not enough power. It's good though. I mean, you know, no slouch, but you know, he's Gold Glove and everything. But I'd rather have Derek Lee or Anthony Rizzo at first base. Shit, when I was a kid, going back to the Junkyard Dog era, Leon Durham was there.
We gonna go back to this bit.
That's the thing. All right.
Here we go.
All right, so
I put Maddox in there.
Maddox.
Yeah, Grant Maddox.
There's a lot of
all-time great. Mm-hmm.
Ramirez gets slighted a lot. I think he was like a beast at third base.
Do you hate Alex Gonzalez in 2003?
Nah, I mean he definitely he
booted the ball. He
booted it. Yeah, he sure did.
He booted it.
Nobody talks about it though. It's always about that clown in the seats, but
right.
He definitely he muffed that one, man.
By the way,
edit it, Joe. Get the Alex Gonzalez boot the shortstop. You know, he booted the fuck out that shit. Like it wasn't the dude in the stands.
Fuck the Cubs.
But the thing was, 2016 erased all that. I don't even like trip on 2003 anymore. But I will say this: Dusty Baker screwed that up too because he left Pryor out there too long. Should have pulled somebody out from the bullpen.
Remember that?
They got a handle of the situation. He just kind of let it unravel, and you know that's on him too. And that bullpen wasn't very good. There's a lot of things that played into that, but hey, man, they won 4 years ago, so I'm good. I don't even care about it.
You know, I'm very jealous of that Cubs deal because I call it that deal. I refuse to call it a championship. We Southsiders don't recognize it.
What?
Nah.
What are you, Trump? What, you don't recognize things that happen? What are you talking about?
Right.
Wait a minute.
It's cognitive dissonance. Nah. What you call it? So half the city shut down. The bridge was damn near about to collapse when the Cubs won the shit. Like in the Sox won, it was me and like 6 other people outside, man. What the fuck, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? I have great disdain for the Cubs, for the little brother second city treatment of the Sox.
That's kind of the deal, man. And just for the record, I'm not a Sox hater. In 2005, when you guys won, I went to the South Side to a bar with a friend of mine who was a Sox fan. I watched the World Series with him, and I wasn't like excited, but I was happy for like the people I know that are Sox fans. I was like, it's cool for you guys. I was mad jealous.
It was good baseball.
Like, this ain't never gonna happen to me. That's what I was thinking. But
it was just good baseball, though. Ozzy was supposed to be small ball, but there was a lot of home runs being hit, man. Like I'm talking
that lineup was stacked, man.
Yeah,
Rowan, even Rowan, the bottom of the lineup. You had Rowan, you had Pazinski. Dye. I mean, it was just a bunch of
Konerko, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
AJ and then
Carlos
Lee. Second base.
A lot of timely hitting during that whole playoff run, man. That shit was unreal.
Yeah, no, they had good pitching, of course. I mean, they just cleaned up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, how many complete games are there? Like 3 or 4 in a row or something. So they definitely. It was a monumental run through the playoffs. I mean, no one can take that from you guys for sure.
Let me ask you, what about your NBA? What about your NBA acumen? I remember you. I know we talked briefly about the NBA. You you kind of like lost interest in today's NBA.
I mean, I'm a Bulls fan, but I can't front. I haven't watched them in a couple of years that much because why? Like, why would I watch them?
Right.
But no, I mean, I grew up in, like everybody else, the Jordan era and everything. And that documentary took me back watching that. That was just phenomenal, man. And, I mean, I still watch the NBA, but not like I used to. I wish I could say I watch it like I did, but no, it's like third. I'm like baseball, football, and basketball. And hockey and get the deals. I never watch hockey. I don't even care about it. So.
Speaking of hockey, like, what's funny to me is like in '93, like the Bulls were such rock stars. Like the Hawks actually made it to the Cup. You know what I'm saying? And nobody gave a shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I used to back then, you only got your news. I didn't have cable, so I only got my news off the local, newscast. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like they would gloss over. It would be like the last story before the weather. Like the Hawks in the Stanley Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bulls were playing rock stars that they know.
They were playing the Penguins that year.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the last year of the stadium too? Like both of them tried to go out as champions in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The house that Michael built, right? Then they moved in.
Right.
Then he had that charity game, and then he kissed the floor. That was
everybody said like he was coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mark.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's dad. Do you think the mob hit that? Hit, you know what I'm saying? Did that?
Oh, wow. Man.
Yep. See, that's why I said edit this out, Joe. Edit this out.
It's a question we've all been wondering. Like,
I think the mob hit his dad, dude. Like that's a
the mob.
He owed them money, dude. He didn't want to pay.
Yeah.
So the dude that he owed the money he wrote the check to was black.
No, that's a white dude. That was a white dude. But I'm saying like he owed the mob mad money, dude. And then like all of a sudden, first of all, if you're in North, I'm sorry, my bad, Mark. Answer the question I had.
Oh shit! I plead the fifth. Oh man. I'll just say I'm not going to give a straight answer. I'm just going to say something else. I'm surprised nothing's come out about it. There's not somebody that knows something. That amazes me.
Never
To this
heard
day,
anything
how many
about
years
that.
later?
Never.
We know nothing.
They
Nothing.
solved murders, cold cases from the 70s, and they still haven't figured out what's going on with one of the most recognizable athletes in the world.
He got killed in his home state, dude. Who don't know who James Jordan is, dude? Like, you ran up on Michael Jordan's dad and you didn't know, like, dude, me personally, y'all didn't ask me, but me personally, I think that was a mob hit. But no one talks about it. No one says anything. Everyone just says,
that's because the two guys took the blame, right?
Huh?
That's because the two guys took the blame for it, right?
Yeah, they took the blame, but it was more to that. Like,
I think that's why it's not really.
Dude, it's more to that, dude. Like,
oh yeah, it's definitely more.
There's more to it, dude.
Yeah,
like Jordan's dad, his dad got hit. Come on, man. In North Carolina.
Right.
That was weird. That was mad weird, yo. Like, that was
And you would
crazy.
think Jordan could pay the bill, whatever was owed.
Right.
Whoever James owed it to, that Mike could fit that bill. So obviously something.
But everyone knows how much of a hole he was, and that he wasn't paying his debts. Like, everyone knows that. Like, he's known for that. He didn't pay his debts.
He wanted another game. He wanted another shot at getting his money back.
Yeah, like, I always found that weird that his dad came up like just dead in his own state. Even as a kid, I was like, what? Like, how did Michael Jordan's dad die? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of those mysteries that I feel like we'll never know what happened. I can't, like I said, I can't believe we haven't heard anything. There's like no new speculation or other than what you guys are talking about here. I mean, who's to say you're wrong? Because there's nothing to prove you right or wrong. There's no information, man.
Well, let me ask you this, Mark. Underground or mainstream? I know the answer to this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to be underground cat. I mean, there's once in a while some mainstream stuff will come to my circumference or whatever, and I'll listen to it. But I'm more underground cat.
How far do you peak above the surface? How far?
Man, nowadays almost never. Like, I never listen to the radio or TV.
I can dig it.
I wouldn't even know where to find this crap. I'm sorry, the mainstream. Like, I wouldn't even know where to find it. So yeah, nah, man. That's it. Strictly old school and underground. That's for the most part. I mean, kind of like how you said about Kyrie. I don't want to hate on everything and like have a closed mind, but there's not a whole lot out there that I'm feeling.
Right.
Tattoo face dudes. I'm just not. It's not my thing, man.
No, I feel you.
I can't do it. I'm old. I'm over 40, man. It's like I can't hear that stuff. I don't talk about anything I want to hear.
Let me ask you this. So Chicago hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like all right, so let's delve into your specialty, like you know what I'm saying? Well, at least it seems to in my research of
right.
One, you Dre Cobbs, myself, Real One. Greenweed, that was an unbelievable interview.
Man, Greenweed, that's my guy. He went to Columbia, so that's how I first met him. We go way back. That's the dude right there.
When I'm listening to that interview, it took me back to an era. It took me back to like Gramophone. It took me back to Tower Records. It took me back to Dr. Wax, Jimmy.
Dr. Wax, yep.
Rhyme Fest, Pugsley Adams.
Right. You think of the clubs too, you know, like that go back, you know, to those days that they were performing at.
Yeah, I mean, that whole interview just took me to an era. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
Ange 13.
man.
Remember Ange 13?
Yeah, she's nice, man.
Yeah, man. I saw her. She just shut down. You know, Subterranean. I know you've been to Subterranean.
Oh yeah, Sub T. Yes, spent many nights there for sure, man. The Shrine was another spot I used to love too. Shout out to the Shrine.
On Tuesdays, they had the open mic. She came in and just rocked it. I mean, like, there was nobody else spitting. Like, you know, it's an open mic on Tuesdays. She got on that shit, and it turned into a regular club when she started rapping because nobody wanted to rap after her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So let me ask you this. Where's the Chicago hip-hop scene now? Is it all Dirk? Is it all rest in peace King Von? Is it all the youngins? Where the Greenweeds? Where the Juices?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. Because I don't feel like we have those guys as much, and women as we had before. It seems like it's kind of gone stagnant. A little bit. With that style of emceeing and and hip hop. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, like the stuff you guys are doing, you and Drake Hobbs. I mean, I feel like that's where it's going, and that's what I'm magnetized to. But yeah, man, the Green Weeds era, the all natural. I miss that stuff.
Yeah,
you know, Family Tree.
Remember
Juice.
EA?
Yeah.
EA Ski
I had EC Illa on a long time ago too. I mean, that's like the
EA Ski.
You know, again, I'm old. Well, he was on for Catch 22's Head Knock Radio. I did an interview for him on that. You can find that on Spotify. That's from like a year ago.
Okay.
He's a legend too. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of gone stagnant. The Chicago scene, unfortunately, hasn't been what I think it can be. But yeah, I mean, like I said, shout out to you guys. You guys are killing it, man. You and Drake. Big up to Drake Hobbs. That album is sick, man.
Man, like he's bringing that feel back. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's funny about it is the whole East Coast is like, I see them trying to adapt the. They sort of seem like they're abandoning the roots of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody, like you say, the Reagan era from LA. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you say, me and Cobbs, Real One. You got people that are not from New York maintaining and keeping the tradition going with the boom bap. You know what I'm saying? That real shit. But in New York, you got your Pop Smokes, RIP. You got your Pop Smokes. You got Fivo, Foreign. You got this whole new trap sound. They're abandoning it. I mean, what do you think about Griselda?
Oh, those guys are, you know, they're basically doing underground stuff for, I wouldn't say mainstream, but they're definitely putting it out there for they're more accessible. You can get into them no matter where you're from. And I don't know if the whole Shady Thing records really worked out. Yeah. You know, I don't feel like it really took them to that next level like I thought it would.
I did too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of selfishly, I'm glad it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want them to stay to that formula. That's from a selfish standpoint. Like we've we've been to multiple shows of theirs. Griselda.
Yeah, I've been to one. There was one at Reggie's I saw like 4 years ago.
You were at the Reggie's show?
Might say us there.
Ray Cobbs was there.
Shit. I got a picture with those dudes. You know, Gunn had the belt on. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we was at this show.
Conway, I got both of those guys signed my CD. So, yeah, respected them, dude. Those guys are killing it.
That's when Prodigy just died. He gave like about a 5-minute runoff of Prodigy songs. Like, that shit was dope.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 years ago. I'm trying to remember what year. It might have been 2017. I don't remember the exact year, but yeah, it was a dope ass show, man.
That's crazy.
Those guys killed it. Because they all can spit, and you know, you hear these dudes on people like Freddie Gibbs' new album, and no matter where they are, whether they're a feature or they're the main one.
Now you talking about
this guy Zeke is the #1 Freddie
Now
Gibbs.
Now you talking about language, man.
Hey, man.
Freddie Gibbs is the shit, man. That dude, every
you
time he drops something.
You heard what he said, man.
Freddie Gibbs, that's the dude.
Hey,
Thank you.
Nice. Don't get me wrong. He's not trash. He's nice, man.
I never say he's trash.
He's great.
He's over.
Zeke is just like the #1. He's the leader of the Gibbs fan club, man.
Seriously? How do I become a member? How much do I have to give you guys?
Not me. It's Zeke. Yeah.
So, but back to what you're saying, like, yeah, that whole the essence of this shit. I see it coming back. Like I say, but what's funny about it is not from New York though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even Florida, they're from Buffalo. Like, who fucking heard
Oh man.
Like,
I got a guy coming on the podcast in a couple weeks. I've had him on before. M-Doc Diego from Rochester.
M-Doc.
I had my guy Mafioso from Syracuse, New York. And what I'm noticing is the production game is overseas. Cats in Europe are killing it on production. So I feel like it's not really about a coast anymore or anything like that. It's international,
right?
Especially on the production side. I mean, there's dudes killing it from Brazil, whatever. But yeah, you're right, man. I feel like it's grown quite a bit.
What's dope is dope now. It's not really fun.
Yeah.
What Kim says now.
You guys remember? You guys grew up in the '90s and '80s. You know, one coast had a sound, the South had a sound. Chicago, we're kind of like neutral. We're kind of like in the middle. We had a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, on the real. Fellas, y'all had anything on the music or whatever?
I had a question. We're at
How great is Freddie
sports.
Gibbs? Greatest.
No. As sports life and hip hop, we're big fans of the Wu-Tang. Who is
Of course.
your favorite artist on the Wu?
This is the easiest, man. GFK all day, man.
Ghostface, huh?
Ghostface Killer. Yeah.
That's it, yo.
Dude,
You my
I
man.
Ghostface.
Actually, on the
I'm-
podcast, I did a top 10 Ghostface is in there. So, of all time.
So
Not just
Right.
Wu-Tang. I'm talking about like MCs, like Ghostface.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. on
Supreme
that.
Clientele. Come on. now.
Yeah.
So-
Wallaby champ. Yeah, we with it. We with
So
it.
Mark, so
Yeah.
you've made it into each one of our hearts, man. You've go
Oh, good.
and Neil Anderson.
You're a little harder, though.
He said Neil.
Sports Life and
Yeah,
Hip Hop.
you mentioned your
And
guy,
number
Neil
35,
Anderson.
right? Came up
He
with
mentioned
number
Neil
35.
Anderson.
Neil Anderson, Ghost, and Gibbs, man. We fuck with
There it is.
Yeah.
Sports Life and Hip Hop.
Yeah, you all right, man.
I listened to your interview with Prince Marky D, man. That was crazy.
Oh, Cool Rock, you mean? Yeah,
Cool Rock,
he
Cool
was
Rock.
on.
R.I.P. to
Yeah,
Prince Marky
that was
D.
one of my favorite ones I ever did, man.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was crazy, man. Like, how do you get? You got a crazy track list, man. You got Green. You got DMC.
That was at the DMC one was at the comic book convention because he has a comic book out. Daryl makes comics, so that was like when I first started doing this podcasting. I just stepped to him like, "Dude, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I just held my phone up and started talking to him, and
Wow.
that drop I play in every
Wow.
episode. He
Yeah.
hit up the top of his head. I'm just like, hey, can you just say Infinite Banter? I didn't expect him to say anything more than that. And he just said, I'm DMC, the KI. I'm like, whoa, man, I almost, shit myself. I was just like,
Wow.
Even in that situation, he was on. He was ready to entertain right then and there.
yeah.
Damn.
So from there, I was like, man, I might have something here. So yeah, that was amazing. But most of it's like Cool Rock C. I just DM'd him on Instagram. He's like, hell yeah, I'll do it. Cool Kim. He's another one. If you guys follow Cool Kim, that's one of the coolest dudes
Yeah.
from the UMC. That's a real cool dude, man. He's got a podcast he just started
He's from
called
the
Build
UMC?
Sessions. Yeah, Cool
Blue
Kim.
cheese? Wait, blue cheese? UMCs?
Yeah.
Get out, girl. I don't know.
right.
Yeah.
Blue cheese.
On the Grow On, all that. He's had some recent songs too that are fire, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely bringing it.
I mean, I listened
I
to
had
it.
Money B on there from Digital Underground. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow, Money B. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just DM. That's all I'm doing. Just DM you. Like I said, you could DM porn stars, you could DM hip hop, legends, and that's what I do.
Hold on. Let me plug you real quick. Yo, work with Infinite Banter, man. DJ Soundwave on all platforms, man. That's that shit right there, man. That's
Yeah,
dope.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And salute to you for coming on. Back in I think it was like August, July. I'm trying to remember what month it was. But
That was
at Universal Law.
that was like June, wasn't it? That was like beginning of summer, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my battery's getting low. Yeah, I think it was like towards the end of summer, something like that, when the album was about to drop.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right.
that album is sick, man. Salute.
I gotta talk to you about the film because I know you're a big film guy.
Oh yeah. I got the Star Wars shirt on.
Yeah.
Probably too dark in here, but
DC or Marvel?
oh man, I mean that applies to comic books and movies. I'd rather do Marvel, but I'm not against DC stuff. But their movies have been, for the most part, straight trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
I mean, but they got the animated game locked down. Did you ever see Spectre?
No, I'm
you
definitely
gotta
skipping on
see
that.
that,
That one's good.
It was
I know
a
you're an
four-part-
animation dude. We
it was
talked
a
about that
four-part
before,
mini-
but yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was a 4-part miniseries. You had it was Spectre,
Yeah.
Jonah Hex, and it was Captain Marvel. DC's Captain Marvel.
Shazam.
Marvel's-
Right.
Yeah, Shazam, and the other one was Green Arrow. It's a 4-part miniseries. You gotta check it out. It's unreal, man. Like
Okay.
I'm talking, this blood,
Got you.
nudity, cursing, all that in the animated film. It's dope. But as far, like you say, as far as Marvel, that's they're pretty much killing it. What do you think about the recent rollout Marvel had as far as like?
Yeah, they're I'm
Black
never gonna be able
Panther?
to. Yeah, they said they're not going to not make another movie, even though Chadwick has passed on. So I wonder how they're gonna do that. Maybe his sister plays the role.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna. His sister in the movie, not his sister in real life. Shuri. Because I know the comic book said she was Black Panther too. So I don't know.
In the comics, yeah, she took over Black Panther, right? But I mean,
yeah, so maybe they'll do that. But yeah, there's so many shows coming out, man. I'm not gonna have time to do anything else but watch these damn shows. Same with the Star Wars crap. There's like 10 of them.
Right. See, I'm one of those. As far as Star Wars,
it's not oversaturated. That's
right. It's becoming a money grab. Like they see what Rogue One did. They see what
Mandalorian's big, and now they're gonna,
I'm like, I watch episodes 4, 5, and 6 religiously. I don't care less about 1 with the Jar Jar Binks and all that bullshit. Like,
no, don't even bother with that shit.
1, 2, and 3, I don't watch. 4, 5, and 6, I could watch whenever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as like Disney's just so. I guess more importantly, you know what I'm saying, fellas, y'all chime in too. Who's going to win this war as far as the streaming? I see Netflix is not the big dog anymore. You got the Peacock, you know what I'm saying? You got fucking
NBC,
Hulu, right? Yeah.
NBC, Peacock, they come.
You got the Peacock. You got Disney Plus. That's probably the number 1 competitor.
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Porn.
Yeah.
Is porn still? Oh no, we're not. That's different.
Hey, hands down, porn is always winning. That's not a fact.
Is there a Hannibal Buress joke where he said, "Don't we have enough? Like we don't need to make any more"? I thought I heard him say a joke like that one time. I was like, "Yeah, he's kind of right. You don't need any more.
We
got enough videos already. You don't need to make new ones."
I'm curious how porn. You talk about how does porn make money? Like you know, well, you talking about porn?
Good question. Great.
I've probably seen every scene.
The mob.
Possibly. How do they make money? Like I haven't paid for a dime of this shit. How does porn make money? Like,
how do dimes make dimes? Right in the porn industry. How does it?
Good point. Good
question.
We're getting back on track here.
That's on me. That's on me, guys. I'm sorry.
No,
You're talking about Marvel and DC and all the platforms. It's 11:30, man. So you know my brain's going somewhere else.
I'm always open to some porn talk, man. But anyway, man, like, what are you looking forward to out of Marvel's rollout? Since you seem to be a Marvel.
Okay, here's one I'm really looking forward to. Moon Knight. That's one of my favorite characters in Marvel. A lot of people don't know who he is.
Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's kind of like, people call him like the Batman of Marvel.
Okay.
He's a dude he's got a butler. He's got like all the gadgets and all the things that Batman would have. But he's more dark and more sinister. Even Batman's dark and sinister too, but Moon Knight's on that next level. He's crazy. He's not all there.
Power, no.
It's something, he has some sort of power with like the Egyptian gods or something like that. But he's mainly just a dude who's got a lot of gadgets and money, so he could buy, nice ships and stuff and go around the different neighborhoods and alleyways and beat up criminals. So that's one of the guy who played Poe Dameron in the Star Wars movies, the more recent trilogy. He's supposed to play, the guy's name is Mark Spector, that's the alias of Moon Knight. And a couple podcasts back, I had a couple of dudes, Zilla Rocca and Chong Wizard, who did an album based on like Ghost Rider and Moon Knight. So shout out to that. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about that one. That's the one that's really got my attention.
What do you think about
I think that grittier stuff like Daredevil, Punisher, I'm more into that kind of. And they don't really represent those in the movies and TV shows, except for Netflix. They did a good job with Punisher and Daredevil.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So Marvel got Fantastic Four back, man.
I hope it's good.
It's not Sony.
The last one sucked. They're
all of them sucked. Except for Silver Surfer. All of them except for Silver Surfer.
Yeah. If they could just play his scenes, you have like a 10-minute movie that's worth watching. But no, those movies suck balls. I didn't even watch the other one with Micheal B. Jordan and I don't even know who else. I didn't watch it.
Look, man, life is short. Why did you waste time? Why did you waste valuable minutes of your life on that piece of shit, man?
Why would anybody do it?
The minute I saw a Black Torch, I was like, I'm out. A Black Torch. I didn't like Daredevil with the Black Kingpin. I don't like money grabs. That's obvious that they're trying to bring a demographic in to draw in a black actor into drawing a different demographic. It's blatant. I'll always like just turn an eye to it. A black toy.
What do you think of Miles Morales though? The different
I'll make an
Spider-Man.
exception. That was dope.
Okay,
I'll make an exception. That was dope as hell. They flipped it.
I like how they did that. The Spider-Man universe movie. I felt they did a good job with that.
How can I get mad at the black Spider-Man when they got a dog Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying? They got a duck. They got a Martian Spider-Man. Like, okay.
Right.
But no, it was great talking, man. I know you probably at 6.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come on here, man. Good talking to you guys. And now I got to read up on Kyrie Irving. I didn't know that he was out there like that. Yeah, and I got to hear those bars.
Right. Be checking for that new shit. New shit, Kyrie. What do you think his rap name's gonna be? Probably something corny like Handles.
Flatman Scoop. I don't know what the Dribble K. I don't know.
Dribble K.
How about MC Who Cares? Fuck Kyrie, man.
Oh man, you know what? You might be onto something there.
Joe a hater, man. When you don't like a motherfucker, you let motherfuckers know. Like,
so he doesn't like Kyrie Irving. That's what we're getting here. He likes Neil Anderson, but he doesn't like Kyrie Irving.
He like Neil Anderson. And Junkyard Dog. And Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard Dog. He had thump on his pants. That's what you liked about him. He had the word thump right on his ass. And that's you Google that. Right on his pants. The thump.
It said thump?
He had Nutrinex, back then. So
true.
He was the shit though. You can't front on him. You can't get that dog collar around his neck.
Nah, it was
Came to the ring.
That's the last I remember wrestling, man. He's always gonna be
Seriously, that's the last thing of wrestling is 88.
I mean,
Junkyard Dog.
Like when I'm saying, like when I was like actually invested in it, like you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I just took my daughter to fucking up to Allstate last 2 years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been around it, but like when I actually gave a shit about wrestling, the last was in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
I got a question for you three guys, man. Because wrestling is all about the entrance music.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys could have an entrance song, like if you guys are wrestlers, what would you pick?
Yep.
Besides, I think you might pick your own song probably, but I'll tell you mine. I've always thought Nas Made You Look would be my joint that I come out to.
That's a good one. Mine's always going to be Tupac and Bitches as a Rider.
There you go. And this could be like walk-up music. It doesn't have to necessarily be wrestling. I mean, coming up to the plate, boxing, whatever.
Entrance music.
Yeah.
I'll probably go Wu-Tang.
That's a good one, though. There you go. You got to
either
take a long
that
walk,
or either that or Gibbs.
Nah. Surprise.
Mine will probably be Apollo Kids, Ghostface.
Oh,
that's very. That'll work.
Shit, what?
Tommy Mottola.
No, I'm more of an Apollo Kids guy.
Apollo Kids kind of has that wrestling kind of to it anyway.
Yeah, Apollo Kids.
I can see that being a theme. Yeah,
that'd be my intro, man. Yeah. Shout out to Mark for GFK being one of your faves, man. You my man. Yeah, GFK is.
How could anybody? As far as I'm concerned, Ghostface Killer is like one of the greatest, not just of all time, but from like the mid '90s till now.
Yeah,
I have
very
consistent. To think of anybody.
Hey, Mark.
And he's funny.
Mark. Decipher this. You 14 karat gold slum wizard. What the hell is that? Yo, you 14 karat gold slum computer wizard. What is that? I don't know what is dope. Whatever the fuck it is, it's dope as shit. I want to be a 14 computer wizard. Whatever that is. Like, decipher that, man.
Yeah, that's.
You're not doing it.
No.
Exactly. Ghostface.
Hey, everything can't be explained, man.
It doesn't matter.
Some things are abstract.
Exactly.
It has to be explained. Yeah.
It's a credit to Ghost. He can say "eep bop ork," and it's gonna sound unreal. It's gonna be dope.
Here's a tennis court for your birthday. You You know what I'm saying? He bought her a tennis court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, well, I didn't question Ghost. I'm like, he bought her a tennis court.
Right.
Yeah.
But so
yeah, Ghostface is one of the all-time greats, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man. Like I say, man, you got Ghost, you always good with Rick. You got Gibbs, you always good with Zeke. You got Neil Anderson, you forever good with me.
Yeah,
Neil Anderson with the two elbow pads on his like.
Nobody fucks with Neil.
He had the two elbow pads, yo. Like,
you might be the only.
I had Mark Carrier on the pod.
I heard that. Yeah,
oh
that
shit, oh shit, you my man's niece. Ghostface line.
Did you all speak on the elephant in the room, or?
Yeah, well, I had him on right before last season's opening game, so it was coming off of the loss to the Eagles, so we were like on that high.
Okay,
you know, all the defenses. You know, can the Bears win 12, 13 games? Who are they going to run through? We already know what happened.
Right,
so it was like coming into that.
Well,
we were talking about Trubisky. We talked about Trubisky going to the next level.
Okay. All right.
You got to remember the timeline of this, though. It's 2019 in September. So
what I meant by the elephant in the room, Mark Carrier's wife murdered somebody, right, or something like that.
No, you're thinking of Sean Gale.
Yo. Oh, I'm thinking Sean Gale. I'm bugging.
Yo.
Sean Gale, right?
23, not 20, yo. 23, not 20, yo.
Yeah, you got the wrong.
And Duerson shot himself in the chest, like, and left a note.
Yeah.
No, Mark Carrier's friends with Warren G, so we're talking about West Coast. He went to USC.
That's
He knows all about the
I'm about to
funk era.
I wonder if Dave Duerson used the deuce. Anyway, what you call it? Hey, look.
Wait a minute, kid. Yo, Mark.
Look.
No, time out. I ain't even going with you.
I'm bullshit. R.I.P. Dave Duerson, man. R.I.P.
Yo, you wildin', guy.
I'm saying it was just a question. There was a question.
No, you wildin', son.
No.
You wild. But yo, I wouldn't fuck all that, yo. What Mark Carrier cool with Warren G?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg and all. Yeah, a lot of the cast.
Oh yeah, USC guy, USC.
Yeah,
USC.
He came up around that time, and
yeah,
USC.
USC.
Send me a picture of him with Snoop Dogg together. I mean, I don't know how close they are, but he made it sound they're pretty friendly. So.
Oh yeah.
He just didn't kill his wife. I know that.
On the show, man.
Joe, you a fucking. You wild.
He's wrong, man.
No.
You wild, yo.
Dude.
You gonna edit the fuck out of this, though. Yo. You wild, yo.
Listen, man, I was highly impressed by Mark Carrier's hip-hop acumen, man. I listened to that show, man. That was pretty good.
Yeah. No, appreciate it, man. Yeah. He didn't kill his wife.
You wow, dude, Joe.
Wouldn't that be ironic if he actually used a little joint, the deuce?
Hey, man.
Hey, look, man. Infinite Banter.
Yeah.
Probably the dopest podcast after Sports Life and Hip Hop.
Of course, you guys are number one.
It's easily one of the dopest podcasts. I go from, we all listen to, like, Zeke, you fuck with Joe Rogan. I can only listen to a little bit of Joe Rogan. I fucking listen to you like fucking the last whole week, like just doing my research.
Man,
I was highly entertained, man.
Yeah, big up, man.
To our thousands and thousands of listeners.
And my 3.
Nah.
You guys.
He said us. Fuck with Infinite Banter. DJ Soundwave on all platforms, from iTunes to Spotify. SoundCloud too?
Yeah, because they make me pay, so I only have like 3 episodes on there.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get with me on there.
Right. All your major platforms for podcasts, man. Check them out. It's definitely a good listen. It's worth a while. Once again, we're honored. Thank you so much for coming.
Man, no, thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, big up for everybody. And yeah, he's got bars. So I got to look him up. Yeah, maybe he'll be the next one on there.
Oh yeah, hey man, if you get Kyrie Irving, I'm definitely tuning in, man.
Yeah,
I want to be part
Neil Anderson,
your audience. Salute, man. We're honored.
Man. Yeah. Big up to you guys, man.
Salute.
It's an honor coming out with you guys and chopping it up about just anything. JYD, you know, all that stuff.
Come back, man.
JY.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
What you say?
JYD. Junkyard Dog.
Oh,
Junkyard Dog. 88.
why didn't I say fucking Stone Cold or somebody?
You went back, yo.
No, it could have been worse. You could have said somebody that was whack. You know, I'm trying to think of somebody who was lame in wrestling back then. Man.
I hated the guy.
Poffo or something. Or Barry Horowitz. I don't know. You could have went with a jobber.
Oh.
Hey, out of Van Eric's, is that too old school?
Wow.
No,
They all died, right?
There's like 2 of them left, I think.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my wrestling acumen right there, man. The Von Erichs, man. Hey, look, once again, get the hell out of here, man. Like,
All right.
come back, man. We're truly honored to have you on.
No, man. Thanks for listening to the show, man, and thanks for being on it. We got to get you back on again, of course.
Man. Me and Dre Cobbs actually have a deluxe album coming out. We're re-releasing.
Yeah, he said something about that. He mentioned that.
We're working on it now. I just wrote some shit yesterday, man. Looking forward to coming back on.
Man, no doubt, man. Channel 7 doing its thing. And big up
I see you
guys.
I see you, Channel 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to represent sports life and hip hop. You know how we do.
Trying to get people in jail for murdering somebody they didn't kill or whatever.
Hey, look, man. Simple as all I do is ask questions, man.
No, there you go, man. No, thanks to you guys, man. Salute to all you do. I appreciate you guys having me out here talking about all this
Soundwave,
stuff.
Infinite Banter. Check it out.
Big up, man. Salute to you guys.
Once again, another dope show. Shout out once again to DJ Soundwave. Go check his pod out on Infinite Banter on all platforms. As usual, you got the usual crew. The one and only, my man, Zeke. And the one and only Ricky Shway. And I'm Channel 7. Peace.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I gotta take them off the head. But there's only one, and that's me. You understand?
Just like we come through, better have your fucking third hour.
Bad enough, nigga. I don't want nobody sound like nobody from my clan, man. Keep it real, get your own shit, man, and be original.
You can't imitate me on this fucking tape. You ain't ringing the bell. I'm ready when you are.